So you are doing the business. You are not quite sure, okay? Remember? The first time you come into this class, you ask, what's the purpose for this class, right? The major purpose is you want to define what kind of payment it should be. And you discuss with your lawyer, you discuss with the CPA, and you think, okay, this is very safe, this is a gift, so no problem. And the person received that doesn't need to report that, okay? And then we may be qualified as a gift exemption, so we are safe also. But you're not quite sure. You're not quite sure. You worry about if someday IRS come in and say no, right? So there's one solution for that. There's one good solution. You just hire or ask your CPA or your lawyer or your EA. Remember I said EA? Enroll agency. Okay, the license is issued by IRS. So maybe another purpose for you. Go. You may pass EA somehow in the future. You can work as a tax professional. Okay, your tax professional write a letter. Okay, follow the format. Okay, designed by the IRS. Your professional say, well, this is a situation. Okay, this company plan to give money to this person, and they want to define this payment as a gift. So based on the tax law, number 1, 2, 3, 4, this payment will be qualified as this, so no tax consequence for each party. So this is the proposal, and you just mail this to IRS, and IRS review it, and they say, okay, yes, if your situation is 100% follow this scenario, no tax, you are safe. So you have one letter to keep that. So it doesn't matter how long IRS come in, the company just present this letter, they say, okay, this situation is 100% match whatever the letter said, so you are free. Okay, that is called letter ruling. Letter ruling. This is very important because for large business, you don't want to take risk. For individual, probably you take risk, right? Say it's okay, you get penalties and pay it. But for the large business, you cannot afford it. So this is called so at least for today, we learn a few of terminology. Okay. Sometimes we add one word here. Private. Because this letter is only valid to this organization. Say ABC company submit this letter, got approval from IRS, and XYZ company has exactly 100% same situation, cannot use this letter. If you want to use it, you submit your own letter. Okay? You need to submit. This is called private because this is not law. This is one opinion from the IRS. So only valid to certain entity, cannot be used by another entity, even though your situation is 1%. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it is private. Because for each letter, IRS charge you $7,000. Well, for IBM, right? But for IRS, each approval they charge you. This is called user's fee. So many ways they can charge you. Oh yeah, I need to close out today's lecture, so let me give you the. Oh, by the way, limitation. Very quickly, limitation. Limitation. What's the limitation? Say this person has problem with tax issue. Usually, IRS can only come in within 3 years from the day this person filed tax return. So, for example, 2011 we filed tax issue 2010, right? So from 2011 April 15 for 3 years, if IRS not give you trouble, this issue complete. So this is called 3 years limitation. However, if your tax difference more than 25%, say for example you should pay $2,000 tax, and you only pay $1,000, you have 50% difference. The limitation double to 6 years. And then, if there's a fraudulent, you intentionally omit something, the limitation is forever. forever. However, doesn't matter, okay? Remember, 3 years protection only for those people they file tax return. So that's why we recommend people say, even though you don't pay any tax after calculation, you pay nothing, you don't owe any money to IRS, we still recommend file tax return. Because you file it, then IRS can only go after you for 3 years. If you don't file it, even if you don't owe anything, IRS may come in anytime. You don't want to deal with it. They are good people, by the way. We are on the video. They are very good people. Okay, they are nice people, reasonable people, but you don't want to deal with them, right? So file tax return to protect you. Okay, let me see. Oh, another thing. In case there is a dispute, IRS come in and say, oh, you owe money. There's one way to get a solution. That's called offer in compromise. That is the one we always use. I just helped one of my clients, okay? That lady is so poor, so she live in Tracy. The house been foreclosed, and house been foreclosed still owe $40,000 to IRS. And that lady cry every day and depressed every day, okay? And I say, it's okay. I took her to see IRS officer. We say, this lady is so poor, has nothing to pay. And finally, last week, that lady come to see me, reduced to $3,000. From $40,000 to $3,000, you cannot imagine that. But we just let IRS understand, this lady just cannot pay back. Okay? So this is called offer in compromise. So IRS, they have authority, you know. They collect money, but they really think you are really nothing to pay back when they want to reduce. This is called offer in compromise. Another thing is called circular 230. Circular. This is for those people, say lawyer, tax lawyer, CPA, EA. If we want to practice, deal with IRS, that is our duty, ethic duty. So for example, we cannot fraud, we cannot make out the wrong, false information, we cannot false promise, we cannot charge that, we cannot do that. That's called circular 230. So for those of you, I imagine some of you may pass the CPA, okay, a few years down the road. That is one materials you need to study. EA or CPA is one of the CPA exam materials. Okay, very quickly, okay, the homework for this chapter, I will pick out the easy one. Okay, let me pick out the one I just mentioned to you. Okay, this is on my page 68, question 24. Okay, everybody, please prepare 2 minutes video and talk about tax statute of limitation. 3 years, 6 years, unlimited. So under what kind of situation? 3 years, and what is the 6 years? And what kind of situation IRS can come in anytime? And 3 years, 6 years, starting from what date? Starting from what date? That should be easy. Okay, any questions so far? Anybody?
It's on question
24. If you use 2007, okay? If you use a book 2007, that is on my book. By the way, check Amazon. It's only $10. No value, okay? Because nobody used 2007 textbook. So only $10. So that's on page 68. If you buy the current copy, it's $200. Page 68, questions 24. Okay, talk about tax limitation.
I can put on website. Those questions.
Well, I still will email to you. But in case you did not receive it, there is no excuse, okay? Because that is your obligation to get a book. I will do my best, but no more. No any excuse. So the deadline for the homework for those 2 questions, post it on the YouTube and email to me, and let anybody know your Facebook account, everybody can discuss. The deadline is February 13th, Sunday, 6 p.m. You need to, before that of course, okay, you don't post it on deadline. You need to turn it in to me, or send your message through the Facebook, okay, to let everybody know, at least my attention, okay, by 6 p.m. February 13th, Sunday. Hopefully, okay, this course can make it fun. Yes, go ahead.
Well, the book you only 2007 is okay.
I use 2007 because this is the cheapest one. You learn almost the same thing. You learn almost the same thing. Any other questions? Yes. Say it again. Forgery, okay? Say for example, you don't spend, you never spend $2,000 to fill this facility. And you just ask your friend, and who is contractor, say, hey, you give me a receipt $2,000, for example, this is for you. So these are named. Alright, so I will see you on February 19th, right? Right. I will see you on February 19th.
Thank you.